Welcome in, guys, to the BenchWarmers podcast. I'm Noah Castor. To my right, we have Brandon Hudson, and across the table, we have Darren Kinslow. We just finished up our NFC side of things, so if you haven't clicked on that video, go ahead and check that out. It should be right before this video. We're going to jump right into the first matchup. We got the Indianapolis Colts going up against the Kansas City Chiefs. They're going to be the first game on Saturday. So, I'll move it over to Brandon. I want to see what Brandon's got going on over here.
I think I know who he's going to pick.
Chiefs and Colts. I wonder who he's picking.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
All right.
I got faith in Patrick Mahomes. This is his first playoff game.
Mm-hmm.
And what he has done this season, I don't think he's going to shy away from that.
No.
I think he's ready for this. I think he's ready to finally send the Chiefs on in the playoffs and finally move on to that next game and do something in the playoffs.
No more home losses.
No more.
Ugh.
They're at home. They're against the Colts. Colts gave the Texans a good game. I'll give it to you. They I wanted to cry. I did cry. I'll admit. But that's not happening again. That's not happening. The Chiefs are going to step up on defense. I'm looking at you, camera, right now. They're going to step up on defense. I've got faith in them. And Patrick Mahomes will go off in this game. I have the Chiefs in this one. Home field advantage. Please do this for me, Chiefs. Please. You're my only team left that I actually care about. Besides the Saints, because I don't even get me started with that one. I'm still recovering
If you're
from that
wondering
last
about that one, go check out the NFC video.
I'm still a little
shaken up.
not shaken up, a little distressed right now.
Okay. Darren, you want to go or you want me to go?
I'll just go ahead. I wouldn't be surprised if the Colts win, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs win. I think this is going to be a really good game. Kansas City at home in the playoffs. They haven't won a home playoff game since 1993.
Joe Montana.
They haven't beat the Colts in the playoffs. They're 0-4. And with the way Andrew Luck is playing and the Colts defense has stepped up, I can see the Colts winning, but here's the thing. I'm stuck in between who I want to win and this is how it's been for the AFC side, who I want to win and who I think is going to win. Personally, I think the Chiefs are going to win. That's just kind of how I lean towards. I mean, their offense is incredible on what Mahomes has done. I mean, it's crazy, but their defense has struggled, and Andrew Luck has played really well too. So I think that I'm stuck right in the middle. Yeah. Honestly, I think the Colts, they have the Andrew Luck and the offense. They have the team to beat the Chiefs, and as history has shown, the Chiefs haven't performed in the playoffs. I'm picking Chiefs, but I would not be surprised if the Colts win, and that's who I want.
So you're hoping the Colts win. So if the Patriots win, they have home field advantage against the Colts.
Because if the Chiefs go in and they beat the Colts, coming off a win at Arrowhead against one of the most hated teams in the NFL, the Patriots, I think it's going to be crazy. I think the Chiefs will win, but I want the Colts to win. And I think they're good enough to beat the Chiefs. I really do. And Andrew Luck has played really good, too. So,
all right.
Who you got on this one, Noah?
We all know is infamous for his crazy predictions and his hot takes. I think Brandon's sick of it by now. I'm looking at the Chiefs. I'm looking at Patrick Mahomes. I'm looking at Tyreek Hill. I'm looking at Travis Kelce, who held the record for most tight end yards for about 30 minutes until George Kittle hit the next game he played. But Travis Kelce had an amazing season. Tyreek Hill, amazing season. Hoping Sammy Watkins gets back. He's going to be a big part of that offense. I'm looking at that defense. I don't really trust it. Looking at Eric Berry, hoping he's playing. Looking at the pass rush. They have a good pass rush. The Colts have possibly the best offensive line in football. That offensive line is insane. That kid Quentin Nelson.
He wasn't even touched against the Texans.
No, not even touched. That kid Quentin Nelson that they picked first round is a monster.
Yeah.
That kid's insane. So I'm looking at the Chiefs, possibly the best offense in the NFL. And they're going to lose. The Chiefs are going to lose. Listen, the Colts' offensive line is going to hinder the best thing the Chiefs has with their pass rush. I'm looking at the Chiefs. They look a lot like the Texans to me. The Chiefs have a better offense, yeah, but the defense is the same. The Colts is going to do the same thing they did to the Texans. Quentin Nelson made Jadeveon Clowney look like a 5'3" just little kid. He threw him to the ground. I'm telling you, this offensive line, many fans don't appreciate offensive lines. They don't really look at it. But with us, more in depth, that offensive line's insane. It's going to stop that pass rush of Chris Jones and Justin Houston, D Ford. They're not going to be able to get to Andrew Luck. And we all know what happens when Andrew Luck has a clean pocket. He's dotting up that defense that is equivalent to probably a little league defense. That secondary's horrible.
Yeah, the second worst passing defense in the NFL.
It's horrible. And I feel so bad for Patrick Mahomes because Chiefs fans are just dying. They're dying for a home playoff win. They want it so bad. I'm a Chiefs fan. I want it so bad.
That's the funny thing too is so we're we're in Kansas City, and that's like the hometown team.
Yeah.
And the confidence with the fans, it's not very high.
No, it's not. Everyone's scared because the last time the Colts played the Chiefs were up by 3 touchdowns at halftime? And then Andrew Luck happened. He came back and won that game. Andrew Luck is a monster. I think he's made a case that he is in the MVP conversation. He's not going to get it. Patrick Mahomes, Drew Brees, Andrew Luck. That's how it goes for me. Andrew Luck, the comeback from being 1-5 to making the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, if literal most valuable, I think
it's Andrew Luck.
100%.
It's Andrew. Without him, they were horrible. Bottom of the power rankings, they ranked him 32nd coming into the season because they were just that bad. I know you don't want to hear it, Brandon. I don't want to hear it either. I don't want the Chiefs to lose, but I'm so scared. And I feel so bad for Patrick Mahomes. First playoff game, first full year as a starter, and he has to go up against the Colts and the Chiefs.
You don't feel like, though, you don't feel at all that he's we've lost to the Colts 4 times now. I'm a new quarterback. I'm coming in the league. I'm setting records. I'm doing what I got to do. I'm making it happen. My defense is putting up plays whenever they need to. They're not the best defense. I would say probably one of the worst. I will say that.
Yeah.
But they have weapons. They have D Ford. They have Justin Houston. Eric Berry, I can't say he's that top person. I mean, he's all that, but he's
yesterday, so I don't know if he's even going to play.
But but also some people do that just to say, oh, well, that guy's not going to play. We're gonna expose that. No, he'll probably end up playing. He probably will. He'll come in for the snaps that he's got to. But I'm looking at Patrick Mahomes, and he's a new quarterback. He wants to change this Chiefs. He wants to change the whole entire Chiefs offense. He wants to show everyone who he is, what he can do, and that's what he's going to do in this game. I feel like he's going to be a big factor in this game, and he's going to want this team to move on in the playoffs. He's done with all this losing in the playoffs for the Chiefs. He's done with all this. He's going to try to take him to the Super Bowl. If not, he's going to try to pull him through this game at least and do something.
Well, and here's another thing about the young quarterbacks. Since 2013, quarterbacks making their first playoff start against the opposing team quarterback that has more playoff experience, they're 3-12. And the last one was Mariota against Smith.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay. Let me break it down. The Chiefs are my second team. Of course, the Packers are my first team. I love that team. I love the Chiefs too. But the Chiefs have done this to me every year. They do it to me.
I know, that's why I'm done.
Every year, man.
I'm done
every
with it.
year. They get me so hyped up. They start off 7-0. They make the playoffs. They get a first-round bye, and then they get smacked by the Titans.
Yep.
It's just so frustrating. I know it's a new era. I know it's Patrick Mahomes, but you know who I really don't believe in? You know who's really holding me back right now?
Andy Reid.
It's Andy Reid.
I do agree.
He does not know how to manage a playoff game. He doesn't know how to do it. He can't control the clock. He can't call plays. Sure, all this razzle-dazzle works, but we saw what happened to the Bears. That razzle-dazzle offense didn't do anything in the playoffs. And I'm so worried that he's just going to trick play after trick play, screen pass on 3rd and 10. I'm worried. And the Colts are just so good, so well coached, and Andrew Luck is such a good quarterback. I'm worried it's going to get away from Patrick Mahomes, and it's just going to be too much.
I just want to see this go down. I just want to see the Chiefs just do it. I think Patrick Mahomes will probably have if they don't do it with Patrick Mahomes and beat the Colts this year.
Listen, Bob Sutton's gone if they don't beat the Colts.
I'm not done yet. I want to see the Chiefs do it this time. I'm saying that if the Chiefs don't do it with Patrick Mahomes, no one else coming in, like what Darren said, 3-12 with new quarterbacks, I don't think anyone can do it. I feel I have the most faith in Patrick Mahomes with what he's done this season. I just want to see it be him in this stuff right now. I want to go off right now, but I'm not going to go off. I just want to see it happen. That's why I'm going to say the Chiefs. That's the main reason why I want to say the Chiefs right now is because I want to see him do it. I do think the Colts will have a chance, but I want to see the Chiefs show up in this game and show them who they are this season. I want to see the Chiefs win it. That's the reason why. I know that they have a chance. I know that the Colts have a chance and everything, but I think the Chiefs, if they play their cards right, can have a chance as well.
You know me, Braden. I pick with my heart. Packers have to win like 5 straight games. Bears have to lose out, and I'm still pulling for them. I'm like, they can do it.
So pull for the Chiefs with me.
I know, dude.
Pull with the Chiefs for me.
My heart is saying Chiefs, but just so.
I remember this season, like you said, you were like, oh man, the Packers to me were completely out. I'm sorry, Noah, but they were completely out. They had
slim to none.
None. They had slim to none. That's why you have to. The Chiefs are here. They do have that chance. That's why I want you to pull for the Chiefs, because you had faith in your Packers when they were like
until their
5-7.
Dying breath.
Yes, you went with them since you had where they had the Vikings had to win a game, and this had to win a game, and this had these teams had to lose. You like, every time, happening? And it was like every week until you finally figured out they are out.
They are 100%. Yeah.
So help me out. Go for the Chiefs. Root for the Chiefs until they're out. Then you can go, Colts have this all the way. Or Colts have this next game.
All right, I'm picking the Chiefs.
There you go.
I got Chiefs.
I have to do it to you.
I want to pick.
Hold on. No. I got Noah. So now Darren.
I'm picking the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs have the better players. I think they can win. The only reason it makes me hard to pick the Chiefs is, one, I don't want to play the Chiefs. But more importantly, I think that the history has shown that the Chiefs are not very good in the playoffs. I'm going based off of what I've seen from the Chiefs in the postseason. Mm-hmm. You don't see much. Mm-hmm. And I think Andrew Luck, the Colts offense, completely turned that team around. I think they have. I'm picking the Chiefs, but I think the Colts have a really good chance.
And I'll give you that.
I want the Colts.
I'll give you that.
And listen to me, next year, Colts got first seed. Colts are getting they have $100 million in cap space.
Yeah, they've got. Yeah.
It's going to be insane.
Yeah,
they're going to be huge.
Yep. This is
the year. You got.
This is what I have to say. This is what I have to say. The Colts. I'm going back to last week. Disrespected my man, DeAndre Hopkins. That man, DeAndre Hopkins, gave $29,000, his whole playoff paycheck right there, to a kid, a girl that died in Houston. I couldn't remember the whole story of it.
That's a classy move. I like that.
He gave respect. He bought his mom, or he gave his mom front row seats.
It's just all heart right now.
And the Chiefs, my bad, in the front row of the touchdown zone. Mm-hmm. So when he scored a touchdown, he could run and give his mom had his stepdad, I believe. His stepdad.
What are we even talking about?
Hold on right now. I'm not done. I'm getting in my heart.
And the Colts shut him down.
And the Colts shut him down. Destroyed them.
They disrespected my Texans. I'll just leave it at that. Okay. I'm getting way too in my heart.
He's getting feels right now.
I want to go to New England.
All right.
I'm ready.
The Colts deserve to be beat.
Yeah, okay. Let's take a break.
I'm stressed right now.
Let's take a break, Pastor. All
right, the Eagles. That's got me all worked up. Now the damn Colts.
Oh, this is going to get you even more fired up. You ready for this? All right. Chargers and Patriots. Now, I got the hot takes. I'm going to send it over to our Patriots fan, Darren Kinslow. What do we got?
I cannot pick against the Patriots.
I know.
I just can't do it. So I'm going with the Patriots at home. Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. A defense that is completely flipped. They were horrible the first few weeks of the regular season, and then now they're one of the top rated. I think they actually are the top rated secondary in the league. Mm-hmm. I have to go with New England. It's supposed to snow too. LA team traveling. Rivers, he hasn't ever beat Brady before. I think with their run game and the way they've played the last couple of weeks, I know they weren't playing crazy good teams or anything, but I think now they've had their identity as a run-first offense with Michelle and all those guys, and then the short little routes. I think that they're going to outplay the Chargers, and like I said, at home, not very many fans can bet against New England at home in the playoffs, so I've got the Pats.
Yep. You want to go or you want me to go? You want to still cool down for a little bit?
I'm going.
You going? All right, go ahead.
I don't really. I mean, to be honest with you, I really don't. I'm not. No offense, Darren, but I really just don't care about any of these teams. I'm not. I don't root for them or anything.
Chargers, didn't care about the Patriots.
I don't care for either one of them. I mean, I got respect for Tom Brady and what he does and everything, but I mean, I have to say Patriots on this one only because of the fact they have home field advantage and all that. And I don't know. This is going to be rough because, I mean, the Patriots did not have the best. I mean, they didn't have a bad season. They have a good season, but I just don't know if Tom Brady's who he is anymore.
I would agree. I would honestly agree with that.
But I am going to go with the Patriots.
Yeah, and
because
the
it's
Chargers.
playoffs.
I would say the Chargers have one of the best rosters in the NFL right now.
7 Pro Bowlers
on defense and offense. It is going to be a tough game. This was probably the team I didn't want to face. I really wanted the Ravens because of what happened in the last game. But I think with that offense and how they have played, I think they can put up enough points, and their defense should be able to stop the run. They're 5th in rushing yards. And the pass, they've got one of the best secondaries in the NFL. So I think their defense has stepped up. I think their offense can score points. Brady and Belichick at home. Bad weather, maybe. A possibility. I've got the Pats. So I want to hear it.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Now, just so you know, I'm not going to be surprised if you pick the Chargers and say Brady's done. He's ready. You know, I've heard it all before. So.
How's your day going, Darren?
It's going pretty good.
Yeah, it's about to get worse. All right. Let me start off by saying I don't like the Chargers. I don't like Phillip Rivers. I think he's kind of a scumbag. I don't like him. I don't like the trash talk. I don't like how arrogant he is. I just don't like him. I think I like Tom Brady more than I like Phillip Rivers. But I'm going to go with the facts. The Chargers have the best roster in the playoffs right now. It's just plain and simple. They do. That pass rush you saw against the Ravens, a decent offensive line, a run-first offensive line that's prone to really blocking, getting separation, didn't get any. Ingram and Bosa got to the quarterback, and you saw what the Chargers did. They had 4 to 5 safeties on the field at all times to stop the speed of the Ravens offense, the lateral movement of the Lamar Jackson and Gus Edwards. And what the Patriots excel at is the short dump-off routes of James White, Julian Edelman running those routes too. They excel at that. So I think they're going to go with the same look, a 4-safety look, which is also to get the best players on the field because most of their best players are at the safety position with them recently drafting Derwin James. So I think they're going to go with the 4-safety look. I think they're going to be able to stop what the Patriots do well. Now, 10 years ago, I'm picking the Patriots because Tom Brady's deep ball, one of the best in the league. Now, not so much anymore. He's missing out some throws. He's looking old. No offense, it's just fact. It's just what it is. That deep ball isn't the same anymore. I'll say with Aaron Rodgers, deep ball isn't the same anymore. They're getting up there in age. This is Noah's hot take of the day right here. It wasn't the Eagles. It wasn't the Colts. All right, even though you talked me out of it. This is it right here. This is the last time the Patriots are making the playoffs in the Brady-Belichick era. This is it right here. This is the last time. This is it. I'm telling you. You guys want to laugh at me all you want. Go right ahead. You laughed at me at the Nick Foles pick. That's fine. Laugh at me.
Here's what I'll say to that.
I know it's crazy.
You're telling me that.
Okay.
And I'll be the first one to admit it. That division is horrible.
Yes.
You're telling me that the Jets, the Dolphins, the Bills, somebody's coming out of that division over New England next year.
Yes. 100%.
Okay. All right.
Patriots are not making the playoffs in the Brady-Belichick era after this year.
I can't wait till next season.
I'm telling you, you want to laugh at me, that's fine.
No.
We all know Noah picks these crazy picks. He's got his magic crystal ball. He knows what's going to happen. It's going to happen. This is the end of the New England Patriots. It's over. The next dynasty is the Colts. The Patriots are done. This is it. Tom Brady, I know him and Bill Belichick carried, I'm going to admit, this garbage roster. This is disgusting. This is pitiful.
Yeah,
the weapons they have on offense.
If Brady wins a title this year, this will be his. I think this is going to be one of his best.
One of his best ones, other than the comeback against Atlanta. That was a Super Bowl none of us are ever.
And this one, I mean, this is like an all year. This would be if they do it again, which I think it's very possible to happen.
This roster is gross. It's disgusting. It's horrible with Josh Gordon leaving. They have nobody. Gronk looking horrible out here. Just looking like he's 300 pounds. Antonio Gates. I think Antonio Gates is faster than Rob Gronkowski right now.
Dude, that man is
Oh my!
I didn't understand how slow. I mean, he is slow.
That man gained some weight.
Oh my goodness.
And not in a good way.
Now here's the thing. Okay, I know you guys are going to call me crazy. I know what's going to happen. I get it. All right? This is a crazy pick. I know. That's what Noah does. And he's right most of the time, so.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
The only time he was right was that the Eagles won. He wasn't right about Nick Foles.
Most of the time.
Halfway, pretty much every game in the regular season where it was some crazy pick, he was wrong.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We do, because the video was on there on the
I don't know
channel.
what you're talking about.
Saints by 30 against the Cowboys.
We all picked the Saints on that one. Don't start with me.
Well, hold on. Okay.
You picked the Saints. I know you said the guy, but you picked the Saints. Don't think I don't remember.
This is just one of those things where we're going to go ahead and let the football do the talking and see what's going on.
Yeah, we're going to have to see. Now, I do think the Patriots have a chance because of the bad weather. I think they're a better run team than the Chargers with Melvin Gordon banged up a little bit. He's got 2 knee braces on. He's looking banged up. So I do think the way the Patriots win this game is controlling. It's kind of like the Cowboys, honestly. Controlling the clock, just keeping it close, let Brady do his thing. They do have a chance to win this, but the Chargers have just so much of a better roster. They're undefeated when they have to travel on the road, except against the Rams. So they're undefeated when they have to get on a plane, because that was basically a home game for them in LA. I'm just saying, if I'm a Patriots fan, I'm nervous. I'm nervous going up against Phillip Rivers in this game. It's going to be tough. And I know nobody picks against Tom Brady and Bill Belichick at home, but you know what? That's what makes me me. So
I definitely do think Phillip Rivers is actually get to show up to the game instead of last week where his defense had to carry him.
That's true.
I definitely think
But they were going up against probably the second best defense in the whole NFL. So,
yeah.
Darren, have anything to say to my nonsense?
I'm going to completely ignore the whole thing about next year. They're not even going to make the playoffs. Okay. I'm going to ignore that. That's for next season because that's not happening.
Okay.
So lost.
Okay, let's talk about this game though.
No, I definitely agree. This is going to be a really tough matchup. Like I said, this was like one of the last teams I really wanted to face just because all around they have those playmakers.
Yep.
I'm
just worried about them taking away the short routes and taking away the run game and Tom Brady being forced to throw the ball deep to really a good secondary. They have a good secondary too. I'm worried that they're going to put too much on Tom Brady's shoulders because this roster is so bad they don't have playmakers. You're going to have to throw in some tight windows because those receivers aren't going to be able to get separation because, let's be honest, their second job would be a Hy-Vee grocery bagger if it wasn't for this scheme.
I think for one, if we can get the running game going with Michelle like we did against the Jets, just pound the run game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think also when we need to pass the ball, if Dorsett, Edelman, if Gronk, if Hogan, if those guys can step up and play like they have before, I think this game should be won because they're at home. I know I keep saying it, but it's happened so many times at home with Brady and Belichick, with a roster that has, I think, on the defensive side has improved.
Yeah.
On the offense, I don't know. I can't say that just because
it's looking rough. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that I just can't bet against them. And I think with how they've played the past couple weeks, they should be able to scheme up some sort of plan to stop Rivers and Melvin Gordon. And I've just got the Patriots. I just have to.
All right. I mean, I've got nothing else left to say. We'll let the football do the talking. Brandon's all tuckered out from the hot takes.
I had a rough week this week, honestly.
I'm sorry about your Texans, Brandon.
I'll be back. I'll be back next week, guys.
At least your team made the playoffs.
That's true. I'll be back next week, guys. I'm having a rough week this week, and nothing else to it.
Way to end it on a sad note.
It's sad. I mean, it's definitely sad for me right now.
All right, guys. Enjoy playoff football. That's it from the Benchwarmers.
Hope for snow.
Yep. See you guys later.
And go ahead and subscribe to the channel.
Peace.